Hello again, Doran Markowitz here from D Guitars Miami with another edition of This Week in Cool Custom Guitar Modifications. This week's particular instrument is an ESP Flying V guitar that Rob Alvarez brought me to install a Sustainiac unit in the neck position. When he first brought it, it was only routed for the bridge EMG humbucker, and that was it. It was a single humbucker guitar with one volume and a bypass switch to send the signal directly to the jack. And here's the jack. And that was it. So I had to route out the neck pickup cavity to install the driver. It looks like a regular pickup, but it's not. It's a twofold contraption where it's primarily a magnetic feedback generating driver. What it does is, I'll demonstrate it shortly, it basically recycles the same note that you're playing so that it'll sustain indefinitely. And it's got three modes: the fundamental, which is the note you're actually playing. It's got a harmonic mode, which is where it gives you a harmonic note above that note that you're playing, or a blend in the middle of the two. And this is the on-off switch for that. This is the drive knob, which is basically like the volume control, or I should say the gain control, really. The output control for the Sustainiac. Roll it all the way off, and then the Sustainiac is off. Roll it all the way up, of course, and it's full power. He also had the D-Tuna on this guitar, and he was having some trouble getting that to actually work properly, so I calibrated that for him as well. The high E string saddle had a notch in it, a wear spot or something, so I had to file that and took care of that as well. I did a full setup on it with his 9-gauge Cobalt strings from Ernie Ball, and I've got the action at 1/16 of an inch, very low. It's a very fast, fluid guitar. It's very straightforward. It's a very in-your-face up guitar. Alright, so I'm going to put the Sustainiac on now. And we'll just let that note, this is the fundamental E, just going. And I did the octave E over it. Now we'll do the harmonic. And then I'll put the blend on it. It's a cool unit. I mean, it definitely has its applications, especially if you want those violin bow type sustains, similar to an E-bow. Without having to use an E-bow, you actually install this. It can be installed a number of ways. Since he primarily only ever uses a bridge pickup, he didn't really care to have a three-way toggle switch like is recommended in the wiring diagram options, where you could also have it function as a pickup as well. When you have the Sustainiac system off, and let's say you put the toggle switch in the neck position, it would operate as a pickup, an active pickup, because it would still be drawing the battery power. He didn't care for that. He just wanted the Sustainiac to just work as a Sustainiac when it's on, and when it's off, it's off. It works in conjunction with the bridge pickup too. It basically picks up the original note that the pickup is driving and recycles it. Okay. Of course, in order to install it, I had to basically modify. He originally had the 9-volt battery for the EMG inside the control cavity. That wasn't going to work because it was going to need two batteries, one for the EMG and one for the Sustainiac. So I routed for a dual 9-volt box, and if you look close, you can see that I actually engraved on this one, it says Sustainiac, this one EMG. So that way there's no confusion. There's a board that goes inside that has 3 trim pots, one for the pickup input, which is the driver itself, and then another trim pot for the gain of that, and then a smaller trim pot for the harmonic. So you can adjust it all kinds of ways, but you have to be careful when adjusting them, because you can get this squelch going with the harmonic, and it was very important that I controlled that, and I think I got it really well controlled. Alright, so you heard how it sounds clean. Let's put some distortion on it. I have the Sustainiac on with the fundamental. Now throw in the harmonic mode. Great feedback option. And now the blend between the two. Okay, you get the idea of that. This is it's a fun guitar. I'll admit that. It's very fun. The Sustainiac is very cool. It's got very cool options. Touching really quickly on the D-Tuna itself. Let me put clean. Okay. When you want to drop it to D, a lot of people don't know this. They just pull it out. You want to push down a bit and then pull it out, because that way it won't make the fine tuner spin. And then there's your D. Likewise, when you want to put it back up to E, you push down, slide it in, and make sure it slides in straight, doesn't twist. And it's back to E. And of course the trem is set for dive bomb only because of the D-Tuna. Because if the trem was floating and you pull it out to D, it would actually, the bridge would drop slightly and everything would go sharp. It's a nightmare with floating trems. But Mr. Van Halen only uses dive bomb only, so it's good enough for him, good enough for anybody else with a D-Tuna. Alright, so as you can hear, the Sustainiac is a very cool unit. It can be wired to function in a dual purpose, sustain mode or pickup mode if you have a 3-way toggle switch or a 5-way selector on your Strat or whatever. So it's a very cool option if you want that sort of constant sustain generated from one specific guitar. He has another ESP Flying V he's going to be bringing me as soon as he picks this one up tomorrow to do the same thing on. So he needs it by the end. He needs both of them by the end of the month because he's leaving for a tour. So that's why I wanted to get this done as fast as possible. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so until next time, if you have a guitar that you would like to have a sustainer module of some kind, whether it's a Fernandez sustainer or the original Sustainiac or anything else like that installed, including if you only have a bridge pickup and you don't have a neck route, not to worry, I can easily route it out. You can see how cleanly I did that. If you want to have a sustainer installed in your guitar, or if you have some other kind of guitar repair needs, such as refret, broken headstock needing repair, bass repairs, acoustic repairs, you name it, other electronics work, or if you would like to have a custom guitar built, such as one of my fin models or whatever, or if you have a design in mind that you would like to see come to fruition. Don't hesitate to give me a call at 305-896-1811. Until next time, Doran Markowitz from D-Guitars Miami, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Yeah.